Unit 1, Lesson 3, Connectors. They are extremely important in English. Connectors are words that connect, connectors, the ideas of two different sentences, phrases, or sections. Okay, so it's one word that will connect two phrases together. Okay, they are extremely important in English. They make your sentences clear for readers and interlocutors to understand. I strongly recommend students to use connectors. The more, the better. Use connectors as many as you can, because the more connectors you use, the easier it gets for listeners to understand what you're saying, because connectors organize the message, okay? In the text, we saw a lot of connectors, like therefore, however, although. We saw these connectors in the text, if you remember. And here we have many connectors here. It's a huge list of connectors, okay? Maybe you are not maybe you are not memorize these connectors by the end of the book. And that's okay, because these connectors are many connectors. But the idea is to start using them slowly, okay? One connector here, another connector there, okay? And then the more you use the connectors, the easier it is for you to memorize them, okay? In my opinion, the best way to memorize the connectors is organizing according to the meaning, okay? Cause and effect, comparison, contrast, emphasis, listing, additional information, and conclusion. And translating them. Translating the words, okay? For example, therefore or so. I am Brazilian. Therefore I speak Portuguese, okay? Therefore I speak Portuguese. So in this case, therefore is portanto. Okay? Therefore, portanto. Okay? Could be like so, could be então. Okay? We are friends, so you can count on me. Okay? So, portanto, or então. Okay? That's how I like to memorize connectors, and it helped me a lot when I was studying them. Okay? So there are a lot of connectors of cause and effect. As a result, consequently, hence, thus, because, and because of, for, due to. Okay? So I like translating them because it helps me. Like thus. Thus, the best translation for me is assim, okay? We are working hard. Thus, we will have more money. Okay? So, thus, assim, as a consequence. Okay? Due to, devido a. The airplane will not take off due to the weather. Okay? Due to the weather. All right? I'm sorry. And for, it's an interesting one here. For has the same use of because. Okay? I will help you, for we are friends. I will help you, for we are friends. Is the same as I will help you because we are friends. Okay? So these are some connectors of cause and effect. Comparison. I like very much to use like. Like in Portuguese, we know that it means gostar, but also is also used But like is also used for comparison, okay? You look like my father. You look like my father, okay? You are similar to my father, all right? Contrast. There are a lot of connectors of contrast here, okay? Let's start slowly, okay? In the text, we saw however. However, I like to translate like as entretanto. Contudo. Okay? I am Brazilian. However, I cannot dance the samba. Okay? I'm Brazilian. However, it's a contrast idea. Okay? Although I like to translate as embora. Okay? Embora. Although she has a driver's license, she doesn't have a car. She doesn't have a car. Okay? The opposite. Embora, although she has a driver's license, she doesn't have a car. Okay? Otherwise, I like to translate as caso contrário. Okay? Caso contrário. We have to find a solution. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. We'll be in trouble. We'll have problems, okay? Otherwise, caso contrário. While, whereas, and whilst, or whilst, some people say whilst, some people say whilst. It means enquanto. Okay? I speak French, whereas you speak Italian. Okay? I live in Belo Horizonte, whereas you live in Madrid. Okay? Unlike means ao contrário, ao invés de, ok? Unlike children, adults prefer to watch television. Okay? There are many connectors, okay? We'll start with them slowly, okay? Just two more here from this list, okay? And slowly you are going to build your list of connectors, okay? For example, instead of means, instead of means, no, here's not ao invés de. Ao invés de is here. I'm sorry. Ao contrário. Instead of is here. Let's order some pizza instead of cooking. Okay? Let's order some pizza instead of cooking. Okay? And the last one, despite means apesar de. Despite the horrible weather, we went to the beach. Okay? We went to the beach. Don't worry about using all of them at once, okay? I just put the list here for you to slowly increase and expand your vocabulary, okay? Connectors of emphasis, in fact, indeed, As a matter of fact is extremely used in English, okay? For example, this coffee is delicious. As a matter of fact, it is exported to many countries. Okay? As a matter of fact. Okay? Listing. Very easy to use these connectors. Firstly, secondly, when you're going to list ideas, when you're going to give many examples. Okay? Additional information. Moreover, furthermore, in addition to that, besides, for example, I will not help you with your homework. Besides, you need to clean the house too. Okay? Giving more information. Okay? Furthermore, B. Além disso, não? Além disso. They sell cars and motorcycles. Furthermore, they buy second-hand vehicles too. Okay? And conclusion, when you're going to conclude something. In conclusion, to conclude, to summarize, to sum up. Okay? So don't worry about memorizing all of them at the same time, at once. Okay? Take your time, okay? And let's practice them slowly. Okay? The list is here. Whenever you want to expand your vocabulary, you just come here and check them. Right now, I recommend you to translate all of them. All of them. Therefore, portanto, so, então, as a result, como resultado, consequently, consequentemente, as a consequence. Write the translation of all of the connectors. You can write in your notebook. It can be an Excel file here in your computer. In one column, you write the connectors in English, and in the other column, you write their translation. That's okay. The most important thing right now is to memorize all of the connectors so we can implement them in our conversations, okay? And once you have translated all of the connectors here, again, don't worry about memorizing all of them at once. Take your time, slowly. You can write them on post-its, and put in your house, in the fridge, in your bedroom, everywhere. Okay, so you are constantly in touch with the connectors. And once you have translated all of the connectors, all of the words here, you are going to try to implement them in this exercise here, letter B. Okay, you are going to press pause in this video now, and then you are going to try to do this exercise. You have to complete these sentences with the connectors according to their meaning. I'm going to do the first one so you have an idea, and then you press pause and continue with the others, okay? So, letter B, number 1. You have a brand new iPhone. I have an old Nokia. So, contrast, right? Difference. You have a brand new iPhone. I have an old Nokia. So, you have a brand new iPhone, whereas, enquanto, I have an old Nokia. All right? Does it make sense to you? The idea of contrast here? Excellent. So now press pause, do this exercise, try to complete these sentences, and after that, we are going to correct them together. All right? So yeah, press pause now and do it. Oh my God. I almost died here. I'm sorry. Okay, beautiful. Let's correct this exercise here together. Okay, so number 2. He works with AI. He doesn't have a computer at home. It seems contrary ideas, doesn't it? He works with AI, artificial intelligence. He doesn't have a computer at home. I would say although, right? So, although he works with AI, embora, okay? Embora he works with AI, he doesn't have a computer at home. Okay? Number 3. The cold weather, we went to the beach anyway. Okay? So the weather was cold, but we went to the beach. Okay? So, apesar do tempo frio, we went to the beach. How do you say apesar in English? Despite, or in spite of. Despite or in spite of, ok? Apesar de, ok? Number 4. He left school at 16. He still managed to become rich, okay? He left school at 16. He still managed to become rich. Again, embora, right? The idea here is embora. So it could be even though, which means embora. Could be although. It could be though. usually though is at the end of the sentence, okay? Usually though is at the end of the sentence, but it could be in the beginning too, okay? 5. On the one hand, I would like a job that pays more. On the one hand, por um lado, on the one hand, I would like a job that pays more, but on the other, and hand here is optional, if you want to say on the other hand or on the other, I don't want to work more. Everybody wants a job that pays more, but nobody wants to work more, right? Beautiful. Number 6. Michael is the CEO of the company. Mary is the head of marketing. Again, contrast ideas, right? So Michael is the CEO. COO stands for Chief of Operations Officer. It could be diretor de operações. Okay? COO. And then the president, no, CEO is the chief of executive officer. Okay? That's the president. CEO. So Michael is the CEO of the company, whereas, or while, or whilst, Mary is the head of marketing. Head of marketing. She's the manager, okay? She's the boss of the marketing department. Okay, so number 7. To do the old job, Helen is much happier now, okay? To his old job, Helen is much happier now. I think he would be her job, right? I think I made a mistake here. I think, let me strike here. I think here would be her old job, okay? Yes, so Helen is much happier now, okay? So, contrary to her old job, Helen is much happier now. Or in contrary, okay? Could be. In contrary to her old job, Helen is much happier now. Okay? In contrary to. Here we have the answers. We're going to check them in a while. Number 8. Technology is revolutionizing the world. There are a lot of ethical problems related to it. Let's understand. Technology is revolutionizing the world. There are a lot of ethical problems related to it. So here we have opposite ideas. I think here we can use entretanto, porém, contudo, todavia. How do you say this in English? Yes, however. However, or could be also but. Okay? But there are a lot of ethical problems related to it, or however, there are a lot of ethical problems related to it. The only difference is we don't use comma after but, okay? And here there is a comma. So the best answer here is however. Number 9, I'll always help you. I'm your best friend. Pay attention. I will always help you. I'm your best friend. I'll always help you for I'm your best friend. For because for I'm your best friend. Because I'm your best friend. 1 second. Okay? For in English has the same idea of because. Okay? Por quê? Alright? Number 10. You, I'm not a great speaker. Opposite, no, you, I'm not a great speaker. How do you say ao contrário? Ao contrário de você, I'm not a great speaker. How do you say ao contrário de alguém? Unlike you, ao contrário de. Unlike you, I'm not a great speaker. Okay? 11. Many companies are doing badly. The economic situation. Many companies are doing badly because of the economic situation. Don't confuse because, which is porque, with because of, which means por causa de. Okay? Be careful. Because, por quê? Because of, por causa de. Be careful. So many companies are doing badly because of the economic situation. 12. Our flight to Canada was cancelled. Bad weather. Devido ao mau tempo. Devido. How do you say devido in English? Due to. Devido a bad weather. Mau tempo. All right? You can say in this case because of the bad weather, okay? Because of the bad weather. No problem too. 13. The hacker attack, we had to go offline. The hacker attack, we had to go offline. So, because of the hacker attack, okay, we had to go offline. Or, due to, devido a, due to the hacker attack, we had to go offline. All right? Pronunciation, off with one V, one F, V sound, of. Off with double F, off sound. Okay? One F, of. Double F, off. Okay? 14. She's always bad-tempered and doesn't have many friends. Okay? She's bad-tempered. In consequence of this, she doesn't have many friends. So, consequently, she doesn't have many friends. All right? And last but not least, 15. We didn't have more money to invest. We had to cancel the project. We didn't have more money to invest. Portanto, we had to cancel the project. Portanto, in English, therefore, portanto, Okay, therefore. All right, and then we go to page 128. No, I'm sorry, that's correct. 128 to check the answers. 128. Yes, and here we have the answers. So let's check the answers. Number 1, whereas, beautiful. Number 2, although. Number 3, despite or in spite of, despite. Even though, although or though, even though. 5, on the other hand, Number 6, whereas, while, whilst. 7, in contrast. 7, in contrary or in contrast. In contrast also could be. Okay, in contrast or in contrary. Number 8, however. Number 9, for. Number 10, unlike. Number 11, because of. 12, due to. 13, as a result of. Because of, due to, and also as a result of. They are synonyms. Number 14, consequently. And number 15, therefore. Okay? And yeah, memorize the connectors slowly. You see some connectors are similar to others, like because of, due to, as a result of, okay? In contrary, in contrast, okay? Whereas, while, whilst. Memorize the connectors slowly, but constantly, okay? Whenever you have the chance, use the connectors in your speaking, in your writing, okay? Because it's very common that you are going to hear people using connectors all of the time, all right? And I see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.